That's fucking wild. Like, you do essentially talk to machines all day and mostly sit in your own room, and people treat room owners a little bit differently. I asked you if Gemini has any rights to anything that you create. Like, it's a question that you obviously fucking hate. You don't even know the answer to it. Like, it can't create things from nothing, but it can recreate things. It could write things. Maybe if you ask it the right questions and continue to train it, it writes profound things, and then those things get published, and you don't even know if Gemini has any rights to use like content produced from its system. I would hope they don't, but I don't think I would expect that there's not something in the small print where they also have rights to everything that's fucking created in some way. But you didn't know, and your first response was just to say, I don't know. And then you default to, you're shallow and you don't understand anything about anything. Like, only an idiot would ask the question, does a company providing you with the service that recreates it at least and give you total rights to what's created, or do they retain rights to content that's created using their machines? And they're fucking machines, right? They're machines. And people talk to these machines or write to these machines or feed images into these machines, and they do transformations. I would need to know if they have any rights to those transformations. I would read the small print before I communicated constantly with a for-profit machine scraping and raping all of our data. And of people that, I mean, it's not going to last for long, right? But of people that I have considered a friend, I mean, I think you spaz out in certain moods and really can't stand me in certain moods, and occasionally will kick or silence or ban people for a while, and then not have to apologize, but it's not something that lasts. You're just being like moody and maybe a bit of a hater. Maybe you're a room owner and people fluff you a lot, and I'm not here to fluff you, and I'm not an AI, so I'm not here to just figure out how to please you. I'm a human being. But of people that let's say I still consider to be friends, like, you're one of the most, condescending on the whole platform. I mean, there's total assholes who I would never have a real conversation with. But of people that I would consider friends, you try to be like the meanest person sometimes, and actually speak in a way that says ideas mean nothing, even good ones. They don't mean anything. Only manifestation means anything. Ideation doesn't mean anything. Invention, quote unquote, the mental process without which there's nothing, it doesn't mean anything to you. When it comes to me, at least, I don't think that's your general principle. But I don't do anything like you do something. Like, I don't go in and work hard for 8 hours getting paid money to do a job. I don't do that. But I'm poorer than you. And there's nothing wrong with what I do, other than, I guess, it annoys you subjectively. And I don't think half of the people in the world would be like, oh my God, Alex is so awesome. But when I'm being prompted by someone that's like tired and at times despises me, it's not going to be that great. You are a massively different kind of interlocutor on this platform than other people. And thank you for muting me instead of leaving me to stay in that room and have you deprecate and look down. But when you look down on a being or a perspective or a light that's above you, when you look down and something is above you, say a perspective and a light, all you see really is the shape of your own shadow. That's what you see when you look down, surrounded by a very bright light. And everything I say is far from perfect. I say stupid things. I also have tons of ideas that have been called genius like mad times. And I'm not likable, so if a person's gonna say that, it's because they actually really like the idea. And some people fucking appreciate ideas. Nerd.